Hey there, this is your fly guy, Captain Dr.G. Oh, I forgot to put my hat on. I got so excited pushing buttons here. And let's see. All right. Hey, let's see. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, put in the chat, Captain Dr.G. I'm having it looks like I'm having some technical difficulty tonight. Hey, welcome to the pit. This is flight quadruple one. I want to say welcome aboard. Oh, good. Oh, they heard me in the back of the cabin. Oh yeah, let me turn the seatbelt sign on. Let's go back. For some reason, I'm not hearing myself tonight, and but maybe that's a good thing. But welcome to the pit. I'm so excited about having you guys on. We're going to talk about it's all about time. It's all about time. The weekly pit show, it is really designed to help to inspire you, to motivate you so that you can go to the next level. I'm all about personal growth and development. Well, good evening, Benita. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. We're about health and wellness. We're about understanding the wealth creation process. We're about personal growth and development. I think that's one of the critical things, learning leadership. And this is just the pit is about doing just that, getting you out of the pit. If you had a tough week, this show is about adding value, just giving you some words of encouragement, having you think a little bit differently to help get you going to the next level. For those that don't know me, I'm Captain Dr.G, and I really am. I thought about this today, and I said it to a person, and I want to say it to you guys moving forward. Life is governed by law. Thank you, Benita. I see it. Life is governed by laws. And the quality of life that you live here in the earth realm is based on the quality decisions that you make. I learned something today that's going to really take this program to a whole nother level. I thought just by creating, hi Linda, welcome aboard. I thought by creating content, good content, and putting it out here, it would just encourage you and lift you up, and it'd go to another level. That's not how it works out here on the internet. I learned something today that just really has helped me, really going to help you, and is going to help other folks that come on the journey. I want to start out this evening, as I just stated, is the law. Life is governed by laws. And I want to give some biblical scriptures tonight so that you guys can be able to use. I want to make sure the information that you have can add value to your life. And it's not all about money. Money is just the byproduct of solving a problem. We're going to make money. That's not what this is about. This show here is just that, the pit. And the acronym that I have for PIT, and somebody can type it in the chat, that stands for people in training. the people in training, because we're in training because we're headed somewhere. One of the places that we're headed is we're going to move from where we are to where we need to be. And I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because I'm being responsible, because I see how folks out there really don't understand these laws. Let me show you. I want to show y'all just a few laws that will bless your heart. All right, let me see if I can do this here. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if you guys can see this here. Now, I'm gonna try and make it a little bit bigger. Family, these are, thank you, Linda, for putting that in there. These are the 101 laws to success. Now, I've been living these laws. You just can't write them down, but you got to try and live them. And it was this scripture here, and I'm gonna see if I can pull it back up. But before I go there, let me do this here. These are 101 laws to success. Matter of fact, I learned a law today called the law of virality. Oh my God. It took me to a whole nother level. I didn't know it exists. And there's many folks on the internet that don't know it exists. You know, there's people putting content out there like me who doesn't know that process. But I learned it today. And I promise you, I'm going to keep studying it till I get it down so well that we're going to have 1 million people here on board our platform, because it's not so much the content, it is the process. By the way, anytime you hear the word law, I want somebody to write this down. That means that there is a systematic order or process to how things are in operation. There's a systematic order or process to how things are in operation. So you can say the law of God. He operates in a systematic way, order, or process. But if you don't know his laws, you're not going to be able to be effectively use them to your advantage. Because he said you made in his image after his likeness. That's in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. So we got to take time out to learn how God operates, because he operates in a systematic way. There's the law of loving. I'm telling you, these are all laws. And the quality of life that you live is based on how well you know these laws. So I'm going to go over a few of them with you. Here's one of the laws that I had to learn. It's called the law number 36. Law 36 says the law of aerodynamics. Come back here. It was very important that I learned that law. Because here's the thing, fam. Anytime you break ground, you take off in the airplane. And as soon as you get airborne, I don't care if it's 2 inches off the ground, you are operating in a hostile environment. That's what they trained us. And that is so true. Soon as you break ground, you're operating in a whole different space. And unless you understand the law of aerodynamics, that's what makes an airplane fly. Not only will you hurt yourself, but you'll take out a lot of other folks with you. And just like, yeah, you got to know, like law, I had to learn law number 37, the law of gravity. These are all laws, family. And I'm going to teach on every one of these laws because I want our people to know them. Here, and let me show you why, because I'm going to take you here now. Check this out. This is Joshua 1:7, and I'm going to read 1:8. I'm going to make it a little bigger. It says, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper wherever thou goest. Check this out, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Somebody type day and night. Somebody type, put it in there, put it in the chat. He's saying day and night. I also like to say night and day. So you know that you should be thinking about these laws, that thou mayest observe to do according to all. What does all mean? It means all. According to all that's written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Can somebody type in the chat what's the opposite of good? It's bad. So you see, success is not a destination. Success is the journey. And how well your journey will be in this earth realm is how well you know these laws of success. When I got that principle, it told me one thing, that life is governed by laws. And the quality of life that you live in the earth is based on how well and you know these laws. But if you have not been given the right information, how can you make the right choices? You can't. And you wind up making decisions based upon limited data, and generally it's to your detriment. These laws were put here. They've been here a long time. They're going to be here long after we're gone, so we need to take time out to learn the laws. The other thing I want to point out in here, you notice there's nothing in here about God. It says, then thou, meaning you, shall make thy way prosperous, then you shall have good success. There's a lot of people experiencing bad success right now because nobody taught them the laws of success. Don't you think that would be an important thing to learn for us, family? Is these laws? I'm telling you, it's not about the money. Because there are a lot of people that got money. And there's some this weekend or in the last couple of weeks that's so wealthy, their money won't even get them out of jail for them violating these laws. These laws is what they're up against. And it has nothing to do with black or white. It has to do with understanding the laws of success. Check this out. This is Psalms 1. It says, blessed is the man. Can somebody write in there the opposite of bless for me? Is curse. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor seateth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do he meditate day and night. We're back to that day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. If you ever see a tree come up out of the river of water, you know that tree is deeply rooted. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season, meaning it's about time. There's a time for everything. It says, his leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. It's important that we learn these laws. And then here's what's really cool. Psalms 119:97. It says, oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day. Thou through thy commandments have made me wiser than my enemies. Ain't that the truth? For they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers. For thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancient because I kept thy precept. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgment, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are the words unto my taste. I'm telling you, when you know these laws, they're really fire you up. Now, here's the thing. I want to go back to the laws just for a second. The law of learning. There's 7 steps to the learning process. My brothers and sisters, you got to learn those steps because learning will not take place until you do. In Hosea 4:6, it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge because thou reject knowledge. See, nobody has taught us how to learn. At least let me make it personal. I didn't know how to learn till I took time out to learn that law. And I'm open to learning because the first step to the learning process is information. Information is critical to the learning process. Second step to the learning process is you got to have a role model, somebody to show you the process. Hello. This is all I want to do all the days of my life is help our group learn this process so that we can come together and use the law number 50. Law number 50 is the law of cooperation. And y'all know that we need that law. We need that law of unity because, see, we have not come together in unity. And see, Psalms 133 says, 1 through 3, oh, how good it is for the brethrens, and I'm going to say sisterns too, to come together in unity. Because he said, where you are in unity, I'll command the blessings on you. You know what? I'm going to pull that up so y'all can see this here. And y'all can go out to, now I'm going out here to Bishop Google. Because Bishop Google, I'm going to take y'all to Proverbs, Psalms. Check this out. Yeah, you know, faith comes by hearing, but revelation comes by seeing, because when you see it, you're going to know it. And I want y'all to see it for yourself. But this is, check this out. This is Psalms 133, 1 through 3. It says, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for the brethren to dwell together in unity. It's like the precious oil upon the head running down on the beard of Aaron's garment. On the beard of Aaron running down on the edge of his garment. It's like the dew of Hermon descending upon the mountain of Zion. For there where? Where you are in unity. He said, for there the Lord commanded the blessing for life and forevermore. As long as we don't come together in unity, the Lord cannot command the blessings on us. And see, my message is to people that believe the word of God. My message is, it really is for everybody, but it's for the believers, because see, this is why it's important that we come together in unity. Because check this out. This is what Proverbs, let me see, I'll pull this up here right quick. Because write this scripture down. Proverbs 10:22. Check this out. It says, the blessings of the Lord makes one rich, and he had no sorrow with it. Did y'all get that? See, until we come together in unity, see, God is not going to violate his laws. He knows that you got to come together in unity. Because he said, where you are in unity, I will command the blessings of the Lord on you. Okay, so y'all want to know what rich means? Okay, let me see if I can take you here too. Now, y'all, this is just coming out of my spirit. But I'm going to go to Genesis chapter 13, verses 1 and 2. It says, then Abraham went up from Egypt, he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot was with him to the south. Abraham was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold. And he went on his journey. But before he went on his journey, Abraham was having trouble. The Lord made him rich. All right, I want to get back to the laws, because I want to talk about one law tonight. I want to talk about the law of, are you guys getting anything out of this? Because see, I want y'all to really to understand these laws. Law number two more laws I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about the law of recognition, and then I'm gonna talk about the law of currency completion. I hope I can be able to do it justice. Here's the law of recognition. Everything that you need to be successful is already in your life, just waiting on you to recognize it. I'll say it again, and you might want to write that down. And you make it personal. Everything that I need in my life is already in my life, just waiting on me to recognize it. So here's how that law works. When something goes unrecognized, it goes unappreciated. When something goes unappreciated, it goes uncelebrated. And when something goes uncelebrated, it goes unrewarded. And when something goes unrewarded, it exits your life. It has nothing to do with any stuff other than you fail to recognize it. And that goes anyway for even Captain Dr. G. If y'all fail to recognize that this brother has been sent to add value to my life, then that's on you. I will disappear out of your life. But I know that things are happening now. Back to it's all about time. Y'all, I was so excited this weekend. I did something. I got so bold because it was all about time. I went up here to the local community college. I just went to remind me of what I did in the airplane, what I did to learn how to fly. I just said one day, I'm going for it. I'm going to go help make it happen. And that's the mindset that you got to do. You got to just break out of the fear and what they're going to think, what they're going to say. Y'all, I went up to the local community college, which is a 5-minute walk from my house. And I walked around and I started asking questions about, I want to talk with somebody about, I've got some gifts and talents that I've got some skills that I want to be able to bring here to the university so I can help the next generation. And you know what these people said to me? We'll go over here to that place. I went over that place, to that building. And this guy said, you're in the wrong place. So I kept seeking. And then I found this one young man who's over student services. I began to talk to him about the gifts that I have to teach on leadership, the gift I have about teaching about financial literacy, the gift that I have that I can be able to help take these kids here to another level. I can talk about wealth creation and to talk about the new 21st century model. And I had my book with me. This is your captain speaking. This man said to me, I was giving him my background, my pedigree, what I've done over the last 40 some years. And he said to me, my God, thank you for coming into my office. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I was stuck. I've got to put together a leadership conference. And I just didn't know what I started praying and asking for direction. And he said to me, he said to me, I'm looking for a keynote speaker. I said, well, I've done that before. I was this year, at the Dr. Martin Luther King place. I mean, in Ontario, I was a keynote speaker and I talked on the beloved community. He said, yes. He said, but now I got to figure out a name for the conference. And I had my book there. This is your captain speaking, life lessons learned at 35,000 feet. He said, oh my God, that is going to be the conference name. And he said, I have several things that I want to do for you. I want to bring you to the Black Student Union here and let you begin to speak to them. And then you're going to speak next month. And we're going to do the leadership conference. He said, then I'm going to make sure all the students that comes to the conference, they're going to have a copy of your book. You know how that made me feel? How it made me felt? I felt like I discovered my purpose is to go help the next generation at the universities. And then I met a couple young men that were just so open to receive I ministered to a couple of them for just a little while, and I gave them my websites, and they got excited. And one texted me this morning and said, "Doc, I want to. I see what you're doing, and I'm excited." And he wants to start his business. I said, "I can be able to help you," because I said I've had a lot of business failure. I know what failure is like in business. However, I know what success is like. And so that's where I'm at. Because the next generation, they're hungry. They're hungry for information. And one of them said to me, the previous generation didn't leave no roadmap for us. And I said, I know. I said, but we now got the Captain's Millionaire processes, the training that you guys can go through. It's a bridge to bring you across to the new information age, and it'll help take you to the next level. Okay, I'm going to teach a quick law. How many of you guys got a dollar bill? I want you to put it out. And the reason why I'm teaching this law here, because money's going away. I mean, dollar bills are going to, they're going to go to electronic money. But I need you to do this here because this law is the law of cash flow. I'm sorry, the law of financial completion. Normally, I have a PowerPoint that I would put up, but for some reason tonight, I'm just led to quickly teach this law to you. Get your dollar bill. I want you to look at it. Just the front side. And what I'm going to get to the chase. Normally, if you look at the dollar bills, I have people tell me what you see. I know you can't tell me what you see on this because this is a one-way platform, but you can write into, well, that'll take too long. But anyway, I want you guys to look at this number here, number 7. I want you to look at your bills to see what number you have. See, number 7 is the number of completion. On the 7th day, God rested, not because he was tired. He was finished with his work. So number 7 is the number of completion. This here, I'm going to get into the chase. This is called currency. Currency. The reason why they call money currency is because it's always flowing. It's flowing from one hand to the next. But the issue with us, we've never completed our financial cycle. Money has been always flowing away from us. Money is like what you have to do is you have to stop the flow of money. It's just like this liquid here. It has a base on it, but if it didn't have a base, this water would keep on flowing right out. So what I want you guys to do is to go out and find you 7 $1 bills with the number 7 on it. Oh, see here? This is the dollar bill that has 1 on it. Can you see that? If someone can see that, type in there. I see that 1. But you want to get you 7 1. So you got to go do this. These 7s have all 7s, except this have a 1. All I want y'all to do is find you 7 $1 bills with the number 7 on it. Somebody type 7 $1 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 7 $1 bills with the number 7 $1 bills with the number 7 on it. And the reason why you have to go out and do an independent thing. There's 3 levels: dependency, independent, interdependency. Interdependency is the highest level. The highest level. But you cannot jump from dependency to interdependency unless you go do an independent thing. See, if you do that, you violate the law of process. We're back to these laws. You cannot violate the laws. So your homework assignment is to go out and find you 7 $1 bills. Get you 7 $1 bills with the number 7 on each one of them. Here's what happens. And I got 30 seconds. When you do that, there's 3 things you can now say. I went out and done an independent thing in the financial arena, because we're talking about finances. The second thing you can say, I've completed my financial cycle. I've now put a base on the bottom. So as as money come in now, guess what's going to eventually happen? It's going to overflow. And then the third thing you can say, and you keep these $7 bills on you at all time, because then you can make this confession: I will never, ever be broke. Because see, your confession equal your possession. You have what you say. And then you can say this: I've completed my financial cycle. Cash can flow to me in abundance. I give you permission. See, we're speaking spiritual principles. We've tied a spiritual principle, number 7, which is the number of completion, with the natural principle. Because all this is really a tree, paper. But when you tie them together, and that's a faith walk. Now, really, the faith walk is you're going to be out there and doing it. And then on the back of this here, back of the dollar, it says, in God we trust. I trust him. I trust God with my heart, all my mind, my soul, and my strength. And so we've applied a principle. So your homework assignment, should you choose to accept to go to the next level, you have to go out there and search for $7 bills. And then you keep them on you. These are some of the principles I want to start teaching us, because as we move forward, now we can be able to move forward as a group. Because we've done an independent thing, we can say we're going to the next level of interdependency. Listen, my time is up. I thank you for y'all. You guys have been a great audience tonight. Did you get anything out of this? If one thing I want you to get out of this is that life is governed by laws. If you don't get nothing out of this, that is what I want you to be able to say. Life is governed by laws, because the quality of life that you live, family, is based on the quality decisions that you make. And now you got new information. Now you can go out there and practice. Go get your $7 bills. Hey, this has been your captain speaking. I don't know what happened. I pushed the wrong button. Your captain has been speaking tonight. I know I'll see you guys again next week. I'm excited because I'm putting things together for the captain's coaching, the captain's coaching school, the Captain's Millionaire Captain Coaching School, because we're going to learn the laws together as we move forward collectively. Because see, the power is in unity. I know there's a lot of folks out there, they're doing it individually, but I want y'all to know 95% of all small businesses go out of business in the first 5 years. We don't want to do that. We have come together. This is basically our first year coming together. When we begin to kick it in overdrive, you're going to see things happen very rapidly because we've done it together in unity. Anyway, my time is up. I thank you for yours. Peace and blessings to everybody tonight. Let me see here. We're out.